We transported the car across country for the SEMA show, and we're just now entering Nevada. Ellison Miranda and my son Michael are doing a little bit of detailing on the car the day before the show starts.
I'm here with the engine team and our feature build here at SEMA out in Las Vegas. These guys are about ready to do 3 days of battle with some of the best teams across the country. Let's see some of the sights and sounds here at SEMA, and then we'll let you know how they did.
This is just what a small part of the show looks like the day before it opens. A lot of stuff getting set up, and this whole place will be carpeted before tomorrow morning. And here's our engine team the day before the competition starts. And here they're having their mandatory team meeting with Mr. Begler. They actually weren't supposed to be in here yet, but we snuck them in anyway.
I want to hand this over to my friend, Mike Copeland. You know from Arrington Performance, you know him from ShopHemi.com, you know from Diversified Creations, the guy who created the Super Dep tune. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Copeland, give it up.
Thank you, Clarence. Thank you very much. So, big hand for Clarence. He comes over every year. I wrangle him out of some whatever he's doing and drag him in here to hype everybody up, because that's not me. So, when you build SEMA level cars, which by the way, I have 3 of my own personal vehicles that are here in SEMA this week. The Rampage that we debuted in 19 is in the Cook's booth. The truck that we debuted last year is Racing Optima, and we have this one. Okay, so without any further ado, let's uncover this thing.
Yeah!
Woo! So, if you don't know, if you've been following my Facebook page or Arrington's Facebook page, this is the 1964 Falcon Sprint.
Oh, all right.
Woo! When you build cars in the timelines that we do, and you build at the levels we do, everything we build is intended to be driven. I mean, who would have thought a year ago when we put that 48 Chevy pickup in here that it would be Racing Optima? Don't be surprised if this is Racing Optima next year.
The team is setting up their bench and prepared to do battle for their first run. Here they're going over the engine along with the judge to make sure the spark plug wires are clicking correctly and everything is as it should be before they begin the run. This is always the team's ritual before they begin the run.
A very big part to play in this. Now the other half of that though is that you'll notice that we've got judges hanging out all around these different teams. Those judges are going to determine if there's anything that they get a time penalty on. So no matter what,
works hand in hand, whether it's a fabrication shop or the automotive or diesel industry, so it's a great skill set to have. And we often want to make sure that those students are not as another career option.
Doing great!
The reason they got a thumbs down is because 3 of the bolts were left in the spider as part of the disassembly. It doesn't cost them any points in penalty, but it does cost them a few seconds in time.
Impressive. Now, as you guys can see, in addition to that, they also brought their own setup for tools and products. So if you look up on the table, how they're actually... These guys are working. I mean, these are scholarships that they're earning, but at the end of the day, they got to work for these scholarships.
now for those of you I mentioned earlier that
you that it also takes all of this planning and making sure that you have one step done before the end of the day.
Enjoying more of the show after their run. This is just a couple of excellent examples of the hundreds of cars that were here this week. And Michael got to sit on one of the Vance & Hines Pro Stock motorcycles. Professional pinstriper Von Hodrive joined us for dinner at the Armo banquet. Here he's showing the kids some of the things that he has at his house and some of the things that he's done. This is a group of past graduates going back as far as 1997. Not only did they help us with the car a little bit, they came out to Vegas to enjoy the show with us. Just more of the sights and sounds.
But this is all happening, so they're going to be exhausted after a few days of hard work on this.
Absolutely. We use some tools in our school, but if we use previous product like school or even like because
these are all volunteers that come out here to support these students. They're the ones that get the truck and set up. They're the ones that make sure these engines are ready to go. If there's any issues, they're the ones that take care of it. They're also the ones judging these competitions.
Stepped up and provided these products so that every single one is exactly the way it wouldn't be possible. Partner Road is made. Oh no, that's what it is? Yes, they made it on the table and they are already back on race 7.
So Team Parsco has officially made the turn and rebuilding their engine. Gray, pink, or black. Man, take them up on that. Get a nice sweatshirt, keep you warm as you cruise around. Looks like Team NASCAR Tech just put their tools to see the stage able to get that top time to this round. Because it's not just like the finish. We've seen several teams that have made the turn first and ended up coming in second or third for their round.
All right, so we're done then? Yeah. That's it? Yeah. All right, let's go. Let's back it up. All right. Are you guys done?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, in first place, big surprise. I don't know if it's a record, but it's definitely exciting. This is the only team this week that had 4 perfect runs, 0 mistakes. Chuck says it's a record. I have to go back and check. But yeah, from Virginia, C.D. Hilton High, Team Parts Pro, instructor Eddie Stevens. Come on down, first place, average time. The average time, Jim, was 18:57. And if I could brag a little more, they scored an 89% as an average of the team on the test, so they had the least amount of penalty minutes in 11 seconds. So they know what they're doing, absolutely.
This is Horny Mike from Counts Customs. He's actually going to be at the Virginia Beach show in 2 weeks while we're there. The teams are always pretty exhausted after their runs. Really exhausted.
So after 3 days of competition, these guys did take first place. They'll be going to the PRI show in Indianapolis in December and competing in the Grand Nationals there, and we know they're going to do great. Keep following along. We'll see you soon.
Here are the teams at the meet and greet before the Hall of Fame banquet. All this is after they had already won. They started talking to this gentleman from Denmark who is a buyer for cars that get sent to Europe. The man was pretty impressed when Harvin started talking to him in French. Here the students are having their dinner at the banquet before it begins. Chip Foose was kind enough to stop by and take a picture with the team before he headed to the stage. This was a portion of the video that was playing right before the banquet began. The team got to chat with TJ Hunt briefly. The kids also got to meet YouTube star Chris Fix. And one of my favorite stars, who now lives out here in Las Vegas, Hilton graduate from 2013, Samara Tapp, who still holds the record for most competition placements and wins. Next time on Bulldog Builds, we won't have an episode next week, but when we return, we'll have some information about the 48 Chevy and how it was received and what's next. We'll also have some information on our SEMA Championship engine building team and what's next for them. See you next week.